What's going on, world? It's Dwayne McDowell talking to you, and you are now tuned in to My Opinion Better. You know what they say, everybody has an opinion, but to me, some are better than others. So, but that's just my opinion. I would like to welcome y'all to the very first episode, and my very first guest, special guest. I would like to thank Kyle Jones for coming in. Thank you, Kyle. And then CJ Holland. You doing all right, man? Y'all have a seat. So, how y'all doing today?
Doing great, man. Doing great. How you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I can't complain about much. So our first topic of discussion, in my opinion, better is meat. You know, everybody eat meat. I used to eat meat. It's good.
I still do.
Yeah, you still do. You still do too?
Yep.
Yeah, so with me, I got an interesting perspective on meat. To where, like, whenever I tell people this idea, people laugh at me. So to me, I feel like if it's okay with eating meat, then it's so, like, if you're okay with eating meat, then you should be okay with slavery.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's deep. Simply because we look at the animal species like they are less than us, even though they got kids, they got family, they got things like that. We look at them like they are here to serve us. And back in the day, the Caucasian white people, they looked at the Africans like we was here to serve them. They superior to us. So that's my logic on that. So there you go.
True. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that deep. You know what I'm saying? Being that, yeah, they are animals, but I wouldn't say animals and pets are the same. You know what I'm saying? We look at dogs and cats as pets, but animals, I don't believe that humans are made to be, you know what I mean, just herbivores and just eat grass all day. Like, we not cows, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe that at all. I believe we need to have a balanced diet, you know what I mean, with meat and vegetables. You know what I'm saying? So that's my first take on things. Yeah.
Well, you pretty much said that part already. Because I mean, it all depends on, you know, like how, like you're saying is, you know, a balanced diet. But then some of us, you know, don't have, you know, that balanced diet. You know, some of us just are on the go.
True.
You know,
Right.
We all, you know, getting that, you know, diet
Fast
of,
food.
Yeah, fast food. Like, you know, fast food and, you know, just on the go.
Nah, that's what's killing us. Nah.
Yeah, it's
The
which,
fast food.
you know, fast
That's
food is
what's
just,
killing us.
fast food is just like, you know, got to get up in the morning and just, you know, do whatever. You know, me personally, you know, getting in that habit again, and, you know, waking up early in the morning, you know, I'm an early bird, trying to get exercise.
Yeah.
That's my military way.
Right.
Is what I'm doing.
See, like, I'm not the type of person that's gonna say that everybody wrong that eat meat, because I was just eating meat a month ago.
Yeah.
I took a break. At another point in time, I went vegetarian for like 3 months, and I went back to eating meat. It's good. It's what I'm used to. I grew up with it, and it's hard, like, breaking that habit when all you got is $1, but you can go get a double cheeseburger for $1. So with me, I'm like I say, I'm not bashing anybody. It's just like my logic.
True.
Yeah.
And it's like, we are eating cows, but the cows are eating grass. So why we can just keep them cool and eat the grass they eat? Like,
I do see the logic in that, or semi-logic. People saying, "Oh, we're eating the cows and the cows eating the grass." Like, that is not the same, though. I don't think that's the same at all, because what we put into our bodies is not necessarily like what we're making. You know what I mean? A human body, we just intake a lot, but we digest it and we use it for different. You know what I mean? Use carbs for energy. You know what I mean? Protein, as they say, to build muscle. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't see how you just eat grass and vegetables and have the same type of body structure or the same type of bulk. You know what I mean? I just don't.
Well, there are healthier ways to, you know, you can bulk up healthier too. Is
True.
what, you know. You don't have to, you know, like from my experiences through friends wise, you know, they say that you can, you know, cut out meat, you know, not say cut out meat completely, but, you know, you can eat healthier, or you can find a way to eat healthier and, you know, cut and then bulk up either way. That's from my experience, from what they say. It's just how you go about it. It's just your way.
Right.
You know, going healthier, or, you know, some other way. It's a whole complicated thing of like how they were explaining it to me. It was just like, okay, you're going to the technical side. Physiologically for me, I'm like, I'm not in the gym. I'm more of a, runner.
Right. But like for me, I had that thought process at first. Like when I first started, like, man, if I don't eat meat, when I first thought about going vegetarian, like if I don't eat meat, where I'm gonna get my protein from? I want to be swole and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that was my thought process. But then I signed on. I downloaded Instagram, and on Instagram, that's a whole nother world. And I saw the way I get to see other people's lifestyles and what other people say they eating at least. Like I'm with them every day, where they can just take a picture of their food, and they got me thinking like, shit, I can eat vegetables and get swole. But I would say I follow them, so I model them. So if I see this dude, he say he eat meat, I don't know why I believe him, but I do.
Yeah.
He say he eat meat and he's super swole and super cut and ripped, so I copy.
So just I take Instagram for instance. That's just all perception. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of these natural vegetarians, but I don't believe that they was, they're not vegetarians their whole life.
Right.
They could have a bulk from when they was young, growing up, teenage years. They was eating meat through their whole life, and now you're 26 and you've been a vegetarian for a year now, and you swole, and now you a natural vegetarian bodybuilder. Like, I don't believe, I don't see how that coincide, because like your structure was already built from you eating meat, you know what I'm saying? Until it's somebody that say, I was born, since 3, my mom had me a vegetarian, and I bet money that their body's gonna be a lot leaner. Probably a lot cutter. You might be healthier, but if you want bulk, or if you want a lot of muscle, just bodybuilding, I think that's our proof right there.
Right.
There's not a lot of bodybuilders, probably 5-6% that's like real huge as vegetarians. I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it.
You got a take on this?
No, I really don't.
See, I think I feel like
I'm kind of athlete.
I feel like I'm a smart dude, even though I make mistakes. Sometimes I'm like, dang, that was stupid. But to me, once I start thinking, I'm like, with milk, I haven't drunk milk in a long time. Like sometimes I indulge in ice cream. Like that's like one snack that's gonna be hard for me to ever give up. It's so good. But it's like milk, for example, like we are drinking like cows' milk. Like I don't understand that. Like what the fuck are we drinking cow's milk and it's okay? They say it's good for like thinking that's good for the cow. Like how is that good for us? And then like I say on Instagram, I see posts where people talking about milk is just pus and it's for baby cows to grow. Like that makes sense to me. It makes sense. I can see if it was breast milk and stuff, I would drink breast milk. That makes sense. But cow's milk, like cow, it's a cow. It's a cow.
It's animal. You know what I mean? And you know what? I go back again. Just say like I know people out there probably watch like What the Health documentary, and now everybody, it's the trend to be vegetarian, to be vegan now, because they seen one little documentary of one man, his opinion, going around calling the semi-quote specialists about meat and vegetables, you know what I'm saying? And now everybody just want to follow that because that's how they feel, that the meat is cancerous. Listen, everything is cancerous. You could get cancer from 50 other things in this world. The sun could be cancer. And like, even then, I did a little research there. They're saying there's more incidents in vegetarians that has cancer, that has mental disorders in vegetarians than they do the people that's more that eat meat. I mean, that carnivore. So,
Really?
I had to look that up. So, I don't think that, just with this cancer thing, and I think it's man-made anyway. So I feel like, man, there's nothing we can really do but exercise, stay in shape, and probably drink the best water out there that you think is possible. Because even the water's tainted now. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to even decide. So just as humans, man, all we can do, we have one body to take care of, stay in shape, because it's proven that diseases are in fat. So if you got fat all over your heart, you got fat in your body, that carry disease. That's all we can do, man. Don't eat no fast food. We know that's terrible. And then try to eat the best cut meat. Go to a market, get the best cut meat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That's very
Grow
true.
your own vegetables if that's the case. Because they definitely putting steroids in vegetables. So If you grow your own vegetables, get your own cut meat.
See, like that's the part that got me as well. It's like once I started going vegan, now I'm saying like not necessarily vegan, but vegetarian.
Yeah.
I see like, man, organic grapes like with no seeds, like that don't. I don't understand that Trader Joe's. Even though I like Trader Joe's, I go there every day. But like some things don't make sense to me. And even though it's like sometimes I feel like ain't no way I can win. Like ain't no way even if I don't eat meat, you can still be unhealthy by what they put into me.
Yep.
Even though I eat the plants, you can be pesticides and all of that stuff on the plants. And then overall, like with me, like I found out like you can't really trust anything.
You can't.
Anything, even though the labels say this, even though the labels say that, still can't go with. So my thing is like, which I haven't practiced, so this is me stalking.
Yeah.
Like I might practice it one day. Is if you're gonna eat meat, go kill the food. Or if you're gonna eat vegetables, like grow the vegetables. Like either way it go.
That's our only choice, man. That's our only choice. Like because you cannot trust these big companies. You know what I'm saying? Because their job is to mass produce.
They need money.
They gotta mass produce. You gotta understand. They mass producing for the world, man. They mass producing for America. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of mouths to feed.
Right.
How you think they doing it? They putting steroids and things, making it grow 3 times as big.
Yeah.
We seen the chicken on YouTube. Like that's not real, man. Like that's not normal, man. Like stuff like that is not normal, and stuff like that is happening every day. You know what I'm saying? Even our vegetables, even our plants.
Yeah. I've seen the video. Do it on Instagram with squash this big, with plants this big. I'm like, bro, like how did he get this? Can't be natural.
It's not normal.
It's like some dinosaurs used to eat or something. Like that's crazy. That's crazy.
It's not normal. A lot of things, it's not normal. It's not average. Like they shooting up everything.
Right.
So all we can do, like I said, my main focus, man. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna stop eating meat because it's this and that. Nah, man, just go in the gym. Stay healthy as much as you can. Work out.
Right.
That's the best we can do.
Right. And like you touched on the point I was gonna say, but I forgot. But like with what the hell with all those documentaries, I have yet to watch any one of those documentaries. So like with me going the way that I'm going, it's just me thinking. Yeah, just thinking like, damn, that don't make sense, or damn, that's messed up, because they got what's name too, and damn, slavery, like they look at us the same way. So that's where I got that whole what's name from. I didn't get scared into doing this. Yeah. And then like I guess I would say I'm a vegan, kinda, because like the other night I said I wouldn't go eat cheese no more, so I ate a meal so I was like, my next meal I'm not gonna eat no cheese with it. So I guess I'm a vegan now, because I ain't no meat, I ain't no cheese, no dairy products, no milk. I still might eat ice cream though. I don't know when though, but I don't know when, but I might eat some ice cream.
Nothing wrong here, getting ice cream here and there.
Yeah, so that's it for that topic. Next topic I would say is marriage. I don't know if y'all believe in marriage. I've never been married. And some of the things that I'm speaking, I'm just speaking like with me not going through them yet. Yeah. But this is how I feel like I would handle these situations. So my opinion on marriage is like, sometimes I feel like there is no true love really. Simply because like, let's say if I go to a wedding, right? And somebody invite me to their wedding and I'm crying, it could be my best friend, it could be my brother, it could be my mama. And I'm crying, I invest money to get there, I invest my time, you can't get that back. Money is hard to get that back sometimes. And then tears, you can't pick up tears. So I feel like sometimes people say, I'm going to love you till death do us part. I'm going to love you through sickness and health, through all of these things. And then the first time somebody mess up, it's over with. To me, it's like, man, that can't, like, the people that come to those weddings should be able to hold those people accountable. Like, you can't cheat me out my emotions like that. Like that. Nah, you said till death in front of all of us. You said till death, so make it last to death. So I feel like this is how I plan to get married in my vows. Like, baby, I'ma love you until. I'ma love you until you do this. I'ma love you until you do that. And I'm letting everybody know. I'm letting everybody know, hey, if we get divorced, y'all know why.
I know why.
I said until she did something, and she did, so it's okay for me. Because I didn't say till death.
Put those up.
I said until. You feel me? I'ma love you until you do something that's unforgivable.
Yeah.
So, but that's my take on marriage, and that's how I feel. That's how I feel like my marriage is gonna be. Even though when I talk to people about it, you just saying that now. I'm gonna say that at the altar too. But what's y'all take on marriage and stuff like?
Oh man, so you've never been married?
No.
You are married.
Oh no, but I've been married 3 times.
3 times.
Damn.
3 weddings.
Yep.
Damn.
Speak about it.
Let's see. First time I was married before I got in the military. That was I was married to a civilian. That wasn't too, how you say, too grateful, I would say, because she was just too crazy for me.
Yeah.
After I told her no, this has got to stop, because she was, just batshit crazy. I was like, all right. So I divorced her when I was in boot camp, and I should have learned my lesson. But I upgraded from civilian to a Navy. That was just another bad mistake. I was like, So I divorced her, and then I went from her to my branch to a woman in the military, which was Marine Corps.
Right.
So that was a long, prosperous, good marriage, because she was able to handle everything that needed to be handled.
Right.
She was a good, strong woman.
Right.
And that was something I needed, because she was able to take the reins of me being gone weeks on end, being in the field, and not really, being aware of where I was at all times. Because being able to understand, like, hey, well, he's in the military. I married a military man because I'm in the military. We both get paid on the 1st and the 15th of every month.
Right.
And I don't have to worry about him, messing around with another woman because he's out in the field and all this other stuff. He doesn't have to worry about me, messing around with another man because, I'm around other females, and I do work with males, but I got a ring on my finger.
Yeah.
And she already knew I was married prior, because I was like, oh, whatever. But the funny part is, though, everybody that I'm still friends with, and that I'm continue to be friends with, I managed to make all 3 of my ex-wife friends become friends with.
Boy,
and it's just it's just friends. It's, they're like, how did you make them all become friends? I'm like, dude, I'd rather be friends with my ex-wives than I'd rather be on their good side than on their bad side, because they can make your your ex-wives can make your life living hell. I do. I got 1 kid. So
that's good.
That's not bad.
My daughter's very smart.
Right.
She's very smart. She loves to wake me up at every odd hours, and she's just every time when she figured out Skype and FaceTime, it was like like a regular phone call. She'd call me up and be like, hey Dad, how you doing? Click. 5 minutes later,
Call back.
it'd be a full-blown conversation. I'm like, what the hell?
See, I would have to say, like, you a strong dude, because this is what I say. With me not going through the situation, I'm like, if I get married and it don't work, I'm done. I'm a player for life. Call me what you want, call me hoe, scally, whatever. I'm a player for life, because I tried to put my all into this love thing, and didn't work.
And that happens, man. That's how I feel. I still feel like there's a chance of true love out here, but it make it so hard with the social media.
Right.
Because not even just pinpoint women, but women need a lot of attention. Bro.
Yeah.
Women love attention. That's what they need, and the social media gives them that instantly gratification.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If they not feeling too pretty, they can doll up something, post it, and 30 other dudes gonna tell them that they pretty.
Yeah.
You might be too tired to tell her that day, or you might forget, but she get that gratification for some random stranger. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. Guys too, you know what I'm saying? They get the gratification too. Dudes wanna feel like they want it. You know what I mean? They get that from girls. You know what I'm saying? So I think that plays a big part in a lot of cheating,
Uh-huh.
a lot of distrust, or the lack of loyalty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they feel like, well, hey,
That's not really true.
I got a lot of other guys.
I would probably say that's probably the main point. Yes,
Mhm.
but there are some women out there that will give you the benefit of the doubt.
Definitely.
If you are man enough to tell the woman that you did cheat on her,
Oh.
if you did tell her and she didn't find out through a third party, because that's what I told my ex-wife.
Uh-huh.
Because that's where I gotta really stop you there. If you're man enough to tell her, like, hey, sweetie or babe, I gotta tell you something. Yes, it's gonna be hard for you, but she'll respect you more as a man if you did tell her than the woman you were screwing around with told her. Because that's where the lack of trust is gonna break, and the love she's gonna have for you is gonna really dim down, and that's what's gonna lead to a breakup.
I think it's gonna dim down regardless. You already cheated.
Well, no, the trust.
The lack of trust is already gone. Once you,
Well, no, I mean, it's not. No, I mean,
threw that trust out the window.
I mean, it's gonna be like she's not gonna trust you again. The same amount of trust is not gonna be there,
Wow.
but it's gonna be different. It's gonna be really, really different, especially if you have a child with her. It's gonna be really, really different.
Right.
Trust me, I went through that, but my wife told me, I'm glad you told me, but it's gonna take time for me to get over this, because I just out of dumb.
So did y'all get back together after you told her?
No, I was still married to her. Because we went to we were both on leave, and like, long story short, I did something stupid, and it took me like 3 days to figure out, because I was trying to figure it out, and I finally told her, and she was like, I kind of figured something was bugging you, and it was like this was something really huge, and I was like, well, this is a marriage, and this is like the longest marriage I've had since being in service.
Right.
And when I told her, she was like, I'm kind of glad you told me, and I'm glad that you told me, rather than me finding out about it through her or some other way.
So my main thing, the ending result, did y'all stay together?
Yeah.
Or y'all broke up?
We stayed together, but we divorced.
Like, if I cheat on a girl and I tell her, like, I wouldn't be able to get back in it, because I feel like I feel like she would wait till and get me back. And so from that, like, with me messing up the trust, I was like, I'd rather not just let's go our separate ways, because I'm not going to trust you no more. And even though it won't be back brand new. I'm not gonna say back brand new. Like, some people say it can make love stronger. I never been in a situation, but I just won't be able to, because I feel like she'll get me back.
Yeah. Yes.
Try to.
And you know what? She might feel the same way. So just my example here. I had an ex, and I was on deployment, and she cheated on me on deployment. I was in the Navy. You know what I'm saying? So we did like 7 months out there. But she told me, right? That doesn't. I mean, I already knew it though. You can already. We all can already sense it, you know what I mean? So, try to make it work. But when it comes to trust, man, that's like the foundation. That's like the bricks of a house. You know what I'm saying? So, when you cut that trust out and you try to mask the relationship with pillows now, it was bricks. Now you got this house and you're trying to mask it with pillows, like, oh, well, we can try again. At the end of the day, that person, male or female, back in their mind, like, damn, how do I know I can trust this person?
Right.
You already took that from them. The innocence of your relationship is gone.
Right.
You can't get that back. It's like Eve eating the apple. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can apologize 1,000 times, bro. You can't get that back, the innocence of the relationship back. So we tried it, you know what I mean? Try to chill together and, you know what I mean, go on for like a couple months, but just little shit she kept nagging on.
Right.
Oh, I think you're going to try to get me back.
Right.
In the back of my mind, I'm like, how I know your ass ain't going to do it again.
Yeah, right.
And that just, man, once they cheat, I think that just ruins the relationship, the intimate relationship.
Right.
Y'all can still be friends.
Right.
But the intimate relationship and then that innocence that y'all share is gone.
So you feel like, dude, I don't know if you agree or not, but when you get married, you might be, I would love you until then too, or you feel like with marriage, if your wife cheat on you, marriage.
I feel once somebody cheat, and that's the thing too, man. A lot of people these days, they feel like it's okay. Oh, it's just a mistake. Like, it's not a mistake.
Yeah.
Bro. It's not a mistake. It's not a mistake that your girl is going texting this other dude or calling them. She knows exactly what she's doing. he knows exactly
Yeah.
what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, people try to make, oh, give me another chance. You didn't have a chance.
Right.
Like, you already had your chance. Like, you knew what you were doing. You knew what you was messing with this person, how that was going to make this other person.
Right, right.
You knew that. You know what I'm saying? So, when they laid down with that other person, come on, man, they know what they was doing.
Right.
I don't believe that there's a second chance. You know what I'm saying? So, you can have a marriage, yeah, death do its part. Once you cheat, man, you had to cheat in a relationship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, with you, so in order to cheat people tears, you might as well, I'm going to love her until.
Yeah, I might,
Until.
I might have to take you until, you know what I'm saying?
Most people, I feel like most people go with the traditional shit, like, just
Yeah.
because that's in movies, that's in music, that's what they saw people do. But to me, like, I want to break tradition. I don't want to,
Nah.
just because I saw somebody say till devil, I'm not going to say the same thing, because we not, the situation is different.
Because even they did, that person didn't feel like it was death to do
Right.
his part. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they broke the tie.
Right.
So just say if it was a contract. Well, marriage is a
Yeah,
contract.
right.
But if you put that contract in, just like a lease, they got a lease for an apartment. Hey, I can break your contract. I can break your lease if you do this.
Right.
If you rent your house out as an Airbnb, I can break the lease.
And
If you cheat on me, motherfucker, I can break the lease.
Yeah,
You know
and
what
it's
I'm saying?
understandable both
It's
ways.
understandable.
Ain't judge
You
or
sign
whatever.
this.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
you know what I'm saying?
like, so with me, I feel like that's the where I'm gonna go and just break tradition up. Like even with I'm a director, so in one of the films I make, that's gonna be in there. Like until.
Yeah.
Like that's 100. You can't say I'm wrong. You can't say nothing.
Yeah,
God
you gonna
can't
try.
say hey God, I said until, my nigga. Like
You heard me.
yeah,
heard
you
me.
was there. So you got any other words on that?
On the marriage part?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, let's see.
They got a book about it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I do love my wife. I mean, my ex-wife. I do. I mean, I really do. I mean, I have a beautiful daughter. I mean, I totally agree with what you said on the, taking the trust out. I mean, it wasn't on, I wasn't out to hurt her. It was just, going home and, it wasn't intentional to cheat on her. You know, it's just like spare the moment because, it was like with my best friend that I've known since, probably,
That's rare. That's rare.
like probably 5 or 6.
Right.
And, she probably broke up with her boyfriend that she was probably dating since high school. So it was just like that intimate level thing.
Yeah.
Because she came over and, crying and I was like,
Shoulder.
yeah, it was just like, it was like one of those things.
It
was like one of those things, and I kind of felt bad afterwards because just like we were like really really close, and everybody at from time we were growing up, we were like really growing up, so it was like that friendship, like us being together, it was like either break or make or break.
Yeah.
It broke the friendship, like
Right.
being that close, and I was like,
What's going on?
it wasn't, I told her, I told my ex-wife, I was like, at the time my wife, I was like, it wasn't planned, it wasn't anything like that, It was just, she broke up because, this is what happened because her boyfriend was actually screwing around with her best friend since high school, and she found out because apparently he's got kids with her, and, he's been screwing out with her, and I was like, it wasn't,
Right.
whatever, and she was like, completely understanding because, like I said, I was man enough to tell her, not,
Right.
But, I got a daughter out of it, my daughter, completely understood that, she wasn't at fault for,
The
mommy and
breakup.
daddy separating because
Yeah.
you know how kids are,
Yeah.
they feel like they're at fault for the, it's their fault that mom and dad are separating, and you got to really explain to them, no, it's not their fault because, it's something that they did, and you got to really, make it, their, it's not their fault.
Right.
And that's what I keep telling my daughter,
Right.
that's what I kept telling my daughter. But, my daughter, is really smart. She hits me with a lot of questions, and I'm just like, why does dad need to know this? I'm just like, you plan on being on Jeopardy one day? And I'm just like, oh.
So with that being said, I'm pretty sure that are you married now?
No.
So I'm pretty sure. I don't think he tried 3 times. I don't think my man gave up on love yet. I think he's still looking. I think he's still down for that.
Possibility.
And I'm still in a marriage. I'm not gonna say I'm
No,
not.
I haven't given up on love yet, but, there's only one person I love, and that's my daughter.
Right, right, true love. So with that being said, we're gonna take a break before we come back with the third topic, the final topic, which is military. Now we are back with My Opinion Better, and we are talking. Our last topic of the day is military. And this is the topic that these 2 men next to me have a lot of experience in. Me, myself, I never been in the military, although I thought about going. And then with me being in film school now, I still kind of regret that I didn't go because I see that people from the military get all types of benefits. They life is kind of easy. They kind of easier than like they ain't gotta work, but they put the work in already. So my opinion on military, whatever, is that it's like a lot of anti-war protesters and anti-war this, anti-war that. But the thing is, like, people sign up for it. Like, they sign up to go to war. Then we're watching movies and then just seeing people on the streets. Like, these people that sacrifice their lives for the country don't get no love. And then it's just, people come back with blown off legs and come back killing their whole family because of some shit that they went through overseas. So sometimes I be feeling like, man, I don't really feel sorry for them because they signed up for it. Like, they wasn't forced to do it. They signed up for it. But I'm not going to say, like, fuck military people that's in the military and nothing like that. But that's just my take on it. And I feel like most people that go either go for the benefits that they can get when they get out. They get to travel the world. And because of tradition of people that before them join. And so they just going to keep the train going, not really thinking about what they doing or the orders that they following. I just feel like sometimes they follow orders, and if something happened over here in the country, if they say do this to this neighborhood, niggas in the military gonna do that because they following orders.
No question.
So that's my take on it. So I just want to know like how y'all feel about my take on that.
First off, I want to say salute to all the people who served before us, present. You know what I mean? If you signing up to serve today, you know what I mean? Salute to you because it's a sacrifice. But I think war is needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has never been a time in America where we solved the solution just by peace. You know what I'm saying? There has been wars throughout history, you know what I mean, to change America, just to change the aspect of America and then how we living now, how we living free. Why everybody want to come to America and the freedom that we do have, you know what I mean? Why is it democracy? You know what I mean? Not an anarchy, you know what I'm saying? So that all stems from war. You know what I mean? It stems from that. And if we did not have these guns, not have missiles, not the Navy that's boarded, not the Marines on foot, man, ain't no telling what was going on. Not even now, North Korea, if we didn't have our military ready to go. And if they shoot something off, man, we got to be ready.
Yeah.
We cannot have a military. We cannot have the Marines ready to go. We can't have the Navy sleeping on the waters. We can't have that. Yeah. They got to counteract. They got to counteract whatever missile they shoot. We got to shoot back. So, the military, I feel that man, it's needed. We definitely need it. You know what I mean? Some people sign up for different reasons, but behind all of that, they got this one thing in common. Knowing you signing up, you could be signing up for a brand new car. You could sign up just to get away from out of your house. You could sign up for the benefits of college. But you know at the end of the day, hey, your life could be on the line anytime, no matter what your job was. You could be in the field, a cook, someone that's washing clothes, you know what I mean, a gunner's mate, whatever. Either way, once you get into that, once you sign and you go to boot camp, hey, your life's on the line. And everybody has that common denominator. Right. You know what I mean? Everybody has that mind state. Like, hey, at the end of the day, this brother got my back, I got his back. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I feel, like I said, I did 8 years in the Navy, so I don't regret it. You know what I mean? It was a great stepping stone from what I wanted to do. Like, I didn't come in as I'm about to be this patriot and go fight. You know, I had to get out of my situation. You know what I'm saying? I was in a situation. I'm like, hey, I feel this is the right step for me to build for my life in the future. Right. This is gonna give me the discipline. Right. You know what I mean? It's gonna start me off with a little bit of money in my pocket. Hey, if I don't want to do this, I'll go to college for free. Right. You know what I mean? We had LA Film, and this is a $53,000, $54,000 school. You know what I'm saying? We don't gotta pay that. But we put in that work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people put in that work, and they deserve that. Right. You know what I'm saying? They deserve it. So, the military, like I said, being who's in charge now, who's the leader now, I'm not saying I fully agree with him, but hey, some of his antics, how he look at things, his methods, you have to. In that type of position where he's at now, just say the North Korea, they threatening us the whole time. Yo, he got to make a move. You gonna keep taking these threats, or you gonna go over there? Hey, stop making these threats, brother. Yeah. Or you gonna wait for them to shoot at your people? Right. So you know what I mean. He's probably not the best people person, but his military, tactics could be, I think I agree with it semi. Right.
Oh, my turn now?
Yeah.
Well, my view, being in the military, I had a very good experience, but like he said, or like you were saying, we all sign up for different reasons. Some of us have, like, out here in LA, or, like my view out here in LA is, troubled neighborhoods. That's the reason why some of us are getting away from home,
Right.
like troubled neighborhoods. Like when I signed up is from a military family. And plus, when you go in the military, you get paid on the 1st and the 15th of every month, and your benefits are taken care of, your dental and your medical is taken care of,
Right.
and you get a life insurance policy. And plus, if you get married, you get paid for getting
More,
married,
yeah.
and if you have kids, it's a very stability, it's a very
Foundation.
very good foundation for your
Yeah.
family, and you can move on and off base, and I did 5 years.
Right.
I got paid for being, for my wife and for my daughter. And, that was a good, foundation for me to build off of.
Right.
And one thing that the military also teaches you is responsibility, and transferring that out here, you tend to be, more responsible, with yourself.
Yeah.
Because you tend to be, a lot on your game.
Yeah, discipline.
Yeah. And,
Exactly.
you tend to have a lot more fun in the military too at the same time.
Right.
And which is good, which is really, really good.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I took a lot of things, away from the military. At the same time, I also had a lot more fun,
Yeah.
and especially going out to the field, which was really fun for me because losing tracks for weeks at a time was really good because you tend to, I tended to save, maybe 1, 2, or three paychecks at a time.
Right.
And that was like really fun for me, and especially going on deployments was a huge win
Yeah.
because you get a pay increase if
Danger pay.
yeah, that too, that too, and coming to school, yeah, you're getting your benefits for going to school, and if you keep your grades up, yeah, that's the way you get paid.
Right. So what's y'all take on the people that's out there, like anti-war this or no war that? Like, what's y'all take on that? Because that's the way y'all built.
I don't think they would say that if their family was in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? The people that's fighting for war, they helping your family stay safe.
Right.
The people that's fighting for war is the reason why you can't protest.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
totally agree. I mean, if they're protesting, they have that right to
Yeah, they're
protest
right.
because we've actually the ones serving are actually giving them that right to, to actually protest against a war or whatever. But everyone's right to an opinion.
Right.
Or, to say
Yes.
no to it.
But I say with that, like you can. Now, if you serve, you know what I mean, you went to war and you come out and you like anti-war. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. You know what I mean, you experienced it. You don't see you see that it's not necessarily or
Right.
whatever your opinion is. And if you had that opinion, cool. But if you just, I don't think you can make that opinion. You just civilian and you never ever been there. You
Yeah.
never signed up yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you have no clue
Uh-huh.
what it's about. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really feel they have a right to even speak on that
Yeah.
type of subject.
So like with that being said, it's like the people out, like I say, some people like they feel sorry for the veterans and stuff like that, but like they signed up.
Yeah, they signed
They signed up for it.
Mhm.
So overall, like man, so it's like military, like man, what y'all protest? We want to do this. What y'all
Mhm.
protesting for? Like
Mhm.
we ain't tripping. So what y'all tripping for?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, like I say, I never been. I thought about it. I thought
Mhm.
about going into the military and stuff like that. But I feel like I asked too many questions.
Yeah.
Simply because like sometimes like when lives are being sacrificed over lies or lies that comes out later or whatever, then like the people in the politics or whatever, the government, they lie to us, stories come out all twisted up.
True,
So it's like people come back all fucked up, but it's like they signed up for it, but they got finessed, they used.
Yeah.
And like if it's to me it's like some some crazy shit. But like, nigga, if you got a war with North Korea, hey, Donald Trump, go handle that.
Yeah, go ahead.
You go handle that. Like, y'all two go fight to the death. Like, don't send these people out. But it's like, motherfuckers, like, I want to go out, but shit, if I go out, I get that bread.
Yo,
You
it's
feel
a lot of people
So
waiting
stop
for it.
protesting before y'all stop the wars, and y'all gonna cut they bread off.
Yeah,
They don't
exactly,
want that. Like,
exactly.
they signed up for it. Like,
They sign up. Yeah,
Yeah.
people sign up. They ready to go. A lot of people ready to go, man. And I mean, I was serving, but I was like, yo, I didn't necessarily come to just go kill everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I left because of my situation.
right.
I knew that it'd better my situation
Right.
in the future.
Very
I knew
true.
that wasn't. You know what I mean? I wasn't.
I did the
so-
same thing.
Yeah, just to get
I mean,
away.
I knew what I was signing for because
Mhm.
that was the one thing my recruiter, asked me, because I walked in that very same day and I left that very same day because he asked me, straight up, like, 'cause I was from, like I said, military family. He's like, "Are you sure about this?"
Yeah.
And when I went to MEPS, "Are you sure about this?"
So,
And even before I took the oath, before I raised my, right hand, "Are you sure about this?" He asked me 3 or 4 times, "Are you sure
Yeah.
about this?" And he was like drilling it into me, like, "Are you sure about this?
Yeah.
This is a serious thing for like 5 years,
That's deep and that's heavy. And then like, so which I've been which I've been former military what I say, soldiers or
Military.
Yeah.
Servicemen.
Alright, so what y'all feel? This is I wasn't even gonna bring this up. But what y'all feel about like the Colin Kaepernick taking the kneel situation? What do you feel about that?
Oh, man.
I'm sorry?
What do you feel about the Colin Kaepernick taking the kneel situation with everything that's going on with the police out here and the black people, and then him taking the kneel and all that? What y'all take on that?
I'm not aware of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, Colin Kaepernick, he played in the NFL.
Mhm.
You said-
And yeah, well, he used to. They kind of blackballing him now. And Pledge of Allegiance, he took a knee because it's not against the military. That's what a lot of people don't understand. I don't get it. People just want to make it that.
Make it
like,
a problem.
He clearly states this is about police brutality
Yeah.
and the injustice in America
Right.
against black people.
Right.
You know what I mean? But people just want to.
You disrespect the military.
Yeah, you
like,
disrespect, like, bro, that's not, he didn't say nothing about that.
Yeah.
This is just at a point in time, he knows that it's important, like, the Pledge of Allegiance, and he knows around that time, you know what I mean, he's going to get that type of attention that he need.
Yeah.
It's just a stand, bro. He's just making a stand. He's really taking a knee.
Yeah.
He's making a stand for police brutality.
Right.
That's what it's about. That is the problem in America. It's not nothing else. My man Kaepernick he's just trying to highlight the major problem that everybody
Right.
else is trying to throw under the rug or trying to mask it with something
Right.
else. Oh, he's disrespecting the military.
Right.
Oh, he's disrespecting the vets.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, that's not that. If you listen, he's talking about police brutality.
Right.
The flag means more than
The
just
military. Right.
It means everything in America.
Right.
It means justice. It means justice for
Yeah.
all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It means freedom. It means a lot more than just the veterans. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Of course, yeah.
You-
That's that. You know what I mean? It means that too. But he is speaking on the behalf of the injustice of all these black men that's getting killed in these streets by these police officers, and that is getting off with no type of
Right.
repercussions. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he's going. That's what he's speaking on.
You-
And that's
Hmm.
what we
You
need to
said
focus on.
you said something to me earlier that kind of stood out. You was like, we are over there, we are fighting, so y'all can do this protesting
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
So this is something that I haven't seen or I haven't heard yet. So you think, with you being in the military, you was one of those games that, like, with you being an old soldier, or whatever. So I think, what you think, what type of difference you think it'll make if those soldiers took a kneel with them? Like those fuck the players. Like what if the
Yeah.
soldiers like, nah, we fighting, so it's justice for all. Like what do you think? What impact do you think that would make if the soldiers took a knee with them?
See,
You think things would change?
it will, but in that same instance, right? Just being that you're in the military, if you're already serving, we can't make an act against the military.
But that's you. It's not against.
It's not.
It's not
It's
against.
not.
You
It's
just
not.
just for these
It's
people that
about
you
police
fighting
brutality.
for.
Yeah, that's
And justice for all. That's what it's about.
That is. But I think they would try to spin it again. You know what I'm saying? The people that's on the head, they want to ignore the fact that's what he's talking about, and they're
Right.
going to try to spin it. So even my people that's, you know what I mean, that's still serving, if they would do that, and they take a knee, they're gonna take it as, oh, he's disrespecting the flag.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
Because they don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. Because like overall,
they don't want to deal with the police brutality. That is the problem, man. Police brutality against the black men in America.
And
nothing else.
Then, like you said, it's for justice for all. But that's
Exactly.
the whole reason why y'all over there doing what y'all doing is for justice for all. So why take it as disrespect when he doing it for these people over here and like for the rights that y'all fight for? Then everybody get mad at him, throw dirt on him, and just bash him and say he doing something disrespectful to y'all when y'all risking lives for us for him to do that.
Exactly. Yeah, man. They just, like I said, they want to hide it. They don't want to address the real problem here. They scared to address the real problem, and the real problem is the police brutality, and all of these cops are getting off. Right. You know what I mean? It's even bad that it's even happening, but then they're getting off. So then you're saying, you keep stating, you keep feeding us that it's okay.
Right.
It's okay. The little kids, our little black kids, our little young black kings that's growing up, you're saying to them, hey, it's okay for cops to kill y'all, and they're gonna get off. That's what you're saying to us.
Right.
That's what you're saying to our young sons and young brothers.
Yeah.
Now they scared of the cops.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's wrong that it's even happening, but now they're not even getting no repercussions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem, and that's what gets the black community angry.
Right. It's not necessarily the to me, in my perspective on it, it's not necessarily like the police did it, it's that they got off with it. Yeah. So with us talking about this problem, I always say, like, people on TV, all y'all talk about is the problem. News, ESPN, y'all just talking about the problems, but nobody talk about solutions. So right here, like, what's the solution? Any type of solution that you thought of that you think will make things better in you too, like what type of solution do y'all think will help? And I'm gonna give y'all mine.
But I would say, you know what? It's not every cop is bad.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? Not every cop is bad, but there's a lot of them out there that are bad. And then the ones that's even doing good, you can be considered bad too because you know that this is happening.
Right.
And then I'm making a change. So I wouldn't even say it's just like more so the police officers, man, it's the system. The system been failing us through all these years.
Right.
It's the judges.
Right.
The cops ain't slamming the hammer down. You know what I mean? It's these judges.
Right.
It's the system. So we need more black people in these systems, bro. You know what I mean? We need more black people that's judges.
Right.
We need more black people that's lawyers.
Right.
That's how we gonna make change. Even the cops, because the cops, there's so much they can do. They gonna get off.
My eyes watering right now because he just hit it on the head. What's your? I'm ready to go. But what's your perspective? Like, do you have like a solution, like an idea that you think would help?
Nope, I'm just waiting to get back to the military subject.
Right. All right, but getting back to the military. But my solution with this whole thing, you hit it on the head. My solution, like, you overload the damn system in every aspect of, like, overload the system.
Yeah.
And it's not, and I want to say it's like not us getting off topic. It's just we kind of talking about the things that y'all are risking your lives for, and that's going under. Under the rug, and the Colin Kaepernick kneeling. I asked y'all how did the veterans feel about that, and then he explained his take on it. So that's when we led to this problem and solution. So that's all we got there.
Yeah,
but
that's like a little out of my area. That's out of my area.
Right. Because you, like you said, you was.
But definitely something you should be aware of.
Yeah.
Because that happened to minorities, not just black people.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's minorities.
But
going on.
right, and I guess like with that right there, like with the problem and solution, my eyes a little still watering a little bit, man. But that's dope.
Because it's real, man, and it's sad, and it's still happening. Like we look back now, man. Like what did Martin Luther King march for? You know what I mean? Like what did Malcolm X die for? You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a Malcolm X type dude, so it's just like, man, as a black community, man, it's like, what progress have you made? Right. Are people still dying?
For us, you feel me? Like now we can jump back to the military and super military, like shit going like it ain't really no respect when there should be respect all the way around. Cause just like this white dude went to war, black dude went to war too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, man, y'all went to war for justice for all, and y'all get back out there fighting, and this is going on back at the crib.
Yeah. You still don't get justice.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Still don't get it, but it's America, man. Like I said, we want to make change to our peoples, and the positions in order to make change. Judges,
Right.
lawyers, you know what I mean? Doctors,
Right.
governors, you know what I mean? Mayors, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
so we get in those positions, man.
Right.
Because if we keep the same people in, they got that same
Right.
state.
Right. So my solution is the same with him. Like shit, overload the system,
Yeah.
push him out, or make a change to where. Just overload the system and make a change to where now, if a white cop do that, now it's like 85,000 black police officers on the force, where it be some respect or something, something of that nature. So so with that being said, like that's our last discussion. You got anything you want to say, Kyle?
Do we have any more questions?
Nah, we don't. We hit on the my whole thing with y'all being in the military and protesting and y'all signing up for it. So that was the
Not about. Nope. That's pretty much it.
right. So that we have made it to the end of My Opinion Better, the very first episode. I would like to thank CJ Holland right here. You don't leave me hanging. He's
my bad. I was looking at the
and
camera.
Kyle Jones. And that is the end of My Opinion Better. But don't cut it yet. Don't cut it yet. I got one more thing to say. I was talking to my friend out in the hallway, and he inspired me to do this on my very first episode. I got this film that I'm creating called that I've written and I'm directing. It's called Hi Grandma, and this film is really special to me. I got a tight relationship with my grandma, and recently me and the family just found out that she got a tumor on her brain. So that it hurt. That shit hurt, and it is real. And it haven't really hit me yet, but it's like we only got two things to do, and that's to have brain surgery, get it out, or to let her live it out, let her play it out. And so back to Hi Grandma, I got to go fund me. I got a Kickstarter. I'm trying to produce my film Hi Grandma. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to my family, and it means lots of other people that got grandparents going through illnesses and things of that nature. And yeah, I would like to say, if you can, go support so I can bring this thing to life before it's too late. So I want to see my grandma see a story of herself on the TV, on the big screen. I want to have a screening and bring my grandma to see a movie that is based on her, from me, from my perspective, my creativity. So with that being said, like, go support Hi Grandma. Go to my Instagram, HDE_Wayne, or Familia, FILMILIA. And I got the link up, man. Go support Grandma, Hi Grandma. Think if it was your grandma. And so yeah, like I say, thanks again to everybody. I would like to say thanks to my cameraman Trent. I like to say thanks to my DJ Drew. So this has been an incredible episode, and I'm so happy that I finally got this out. It's been like years in the making. So I like to thank y'all, and support him. Yeah, this Cloud 10. You see,
Cloud10fashion.com. It's my clothing line I had over a year now. You can check it out on Instagram at Cloud10fashion. The website cloud10fashion.com. Basically, we encourage everybody to exceed expectations. They think Cloud 9 is the highest, but we want above that. So check it out.
and I would like to say thank you for talking about your life and talking about things that you might not talk to other people about, which is your marriage, your love life. I would like to say thank you for serving our country. Thank you for taking your time to be here and everything. I really appreciate it.
It was fun being here. I hope I get back here soon.
Man, you will. From this point on, you gonna be in the email list. I'm gonna let you know with some topics that's coming up, and if you're interested, you're more than welcome to be on. But like I say, man, thank y'all again for helping me bring this to life, man.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
My opinion better, mom.
My opinion better. So check it out. This is what y'all do from this point on. It's the YouTube channel up, Facebook, all of those things. So if y'all watching this video, vote, leave a comment on who opinion y'all thought was better. Mine's, his. They was go vote, man. Go vote and see who opinion better, man. We out. Cut.